An 11-year-old boy once bought a small stock for just a few dollars. Today, that same boy controls a business empire worth hundreds of billions. But here's the crazy part. He still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31,500. No mansions, no yachts, just simple habits and one powerful mindset. So, how did Warren Buffett turn simple decisions into one of the greatest fortunes in history? And why do billionaires, presidents, and investors all listen when he speaks? This is the unbelievable story of the man the world calls the Oracle of Omaha. Warren Buffett was born in 1930 in Omaha, Nebraska, but he wasn't an ordinary child. While other kids were playing outside, Warren was asking strange questions like, how do businesses make money? At just 6 years old, he started his first mini business. He bought packs of Coca-Cola for 25 cents and sold each bottle individually for a profit. Yes, the future billionaire was basically running a tiny soda empire. By age 11, Warren made his first investment. He bought 3 shares of City Service stock. But something funny happened. The stock price dropped. Warren panicked and sold quickly when the price recovered slightly. A few months later, the stock skyrocketed. That painful mistake taught him his first investing lesson: patience. By the time Warren was a teenager, his hustle became legendary. He delivered newspapers, but not just one paper route. He had multiple routes, earning about $175 per month. That was a lot of money in the 1940s. At 14 years old, Warren did something shocking. He used his savings to buy 40 acres of farmland. Yes, a teenager became a landlord, and he wasn't even old enough to drive yet. That farm generated passive income while he focused on school. Even back then, Buffett was thinking like a true investor. Warren applied to Harvard Business School, but they rejected him. Imagine rejecting a future billionaire. Luckily, he discovered a professor named Benjamin Graham at Columbia University. Graham taught something revolutionary: value investing. The idea was simple: buy companies that are worth more than their current price. It's like finding a $100 bill selling for $50. Warren loved the strategy. He later said, "Benjamin Graham changed my life." After graduating, Warren started Buffett Partnership Ltd. He managed money for friends and family. His strategy? Find undervalued companies and hold them long-term. The results were insane. From 1957 to 1969, Buffett delivered 29% average annual returns. Most investors barely achieved 10%. People started noticing. Warren Buffett was becoming a legend. In the 1960s, Buffett bought shares in a failing textile company called Berkshire Hathaway. At first, it seemed like a bad investment. The textile industry was dying. But Buffett had a bigger vision. He transformed Berkshire Hathaway into an investment powerhouse. Instead of selling clothes, it started buying companies. And not just small companies, huge ones. Today, Berkshire owns businesses like Geico, Dairy Queen, Duracell, BNSF Railway, and major investments in Apple, Coca-Cola, American Express. That struggling textile company eventually became a $700+ billion empire. Even though he's one of the richest men in the world, Buffett has some very funny habits. He drinks 5 cans of Coca-Cola every day. Doctors say eat healthy. Buffett says, "I'm 25% Coca-Cola." He also loves McDonald's breakfast. But here's the funny part. He chooses what to buy depending on the stock market. If the market is down, he buys the cheapest breakfast. Yes, one of the richest men alive still thinks about saving a few dollars on breakfast. Most billionaires own huge mansions. But Buffett still lives in the same house he bought in 1958. It cost only $31,500. No giant palace, no private island, just a comfortable home in Omaha. He once joked, "If I slept in 20 bedrooms, it wouldn't make my life better." That mindset shocked the world. Buffett's journey wasn't perfect. Some people criticize him for investing in companies that struggled later. The 2008 financial crisis also tested his strategies. Markets crashed. Panic spread everywhere. But Buffett stayed calm. Instead of selling, he invested billions into companies like Goldman Sachs. When the economy recovered, those investments made massive profits. Most billionaires try to keep their money forever. Buffett decided to do something different. He announced he would donate over 99% of his wealth to charity. He partnered with Bill and Melinda Gates to launch the Giving Pledge. The idea: convince billionaires to give away their fortunes. So far, hundreds of billionaires joined. Buffett proved wealth can also create global impact. Here are some simple rules Buffett follows. Rule number 1, never lose money. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. Rule number 3, invest in businesses you understand. Rule number 4, be patient. Rule number 5, think long term. These simple principles made him a legend. Warren Buffett's story teaches one powerful truth. You don't need to be flashy. You don't need to be loud. You just need focus. One clear mindset. One goal. That's how a boy selling soda bottles became one of the richest men in history. If you enjoyed this story about Warren Buffett, remember, success doesn't happen overnight. It starts with one mind and one goal. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story with someone who needs a little motivation today.